Okay, I had a couple requests to show how I play "Girl Is on My Mind" by the Black Keys. Um, I put a capo. If you think the song is pretty much like an F sharp, that's the way to think about it. Like if you were gonna make if the capo wasn't there and you were gonna make an F sharp, uh, I'm just gonna put the capo on the second fret to take the place of my finger, and it makes it cooler because then you can play a lot more open strings to make it sound a lot fatter. It's a lot easier to play too because you're not going to be playing any weird chords. It's pretty much just 3-chord song. So, and this is a great song that if you're not used to playing with your fingers, I would use this as a good jumping off point because it's a great song to get a lot of dynamics in the song, and you can get that a lot more with your fingers than you can with the pick. So this is a great one to, and Dan plays it with his fingers on this one in particular. So this is a good one. And I'll do another video of another song he does with his fingers. They're good ones to practice on. So anyways, since the capo's there, that means we can just play kind of like you would, if you're pretending that was the nut now, you can just play it like with, like almost like an E minor shape. Because that's what it'll sound like it'll be. Okay, so it's just those 3 chords, so we're just going to be looking at, you can just play on the, we'll just pretend that the capo is like the nut now, so this would be the 1st fret, this would be the 2nd fret, so on. So on the 2nd fret, just play the A and D strings like you would like a E minor, and just, you can play that bottom string open, bottom E string. I use my thumb on that, and then just kind of use your fingers to the pick, or you can just strum down, you can just kind of go, I'll exaggerate it and go. And then play on the 3rd fret, like you would like a, a G chord or whatever. So we're gonna go from there, 3rd fret to the 5th fret, and I usually just hit the open bottom E and go slide from like 3 to 5 to take me back to that F sharp. And it's great because when you're using your fingers, you can pluck up with your fingers or you can strum down and mix them up between each one. So I'll put some fuzz on there, and it kind of makes it sound more the way he plays with it. And you can just bend, that's a cool little, I hear that in there, on the G string on the 2nd fret, just kind of bend it a little bit. And then sometimes you'll hear him play, you can play just like as if you were playing the bass. When he's doing the verse sometimes, you can just go. Okay, and then there's the other part in there. If you can imagine F sharp down here, right? Because you got, if the capo wasn't even there, you got E, F, F sharp, right? So I'm just going to play the B and E strings, and he has the part where he goes. There's that part, right? So that's just the B and E strings. I'm just playing with my thumb. You can play it however. On the 14th fret, 12th fret, because right, you have F sharp right there, right? So it's just part of the scale. So you got 14, 12, back to 14, and then the 17th, and that's that little transitions point there, right? So going into what you got. and then that's pretty much the whole song except for the solo. So the solo, because it's a pretty basic solo on this one. I can kind of show you that one. In your mind, in my mind anyways, the way to make the most sense, since we're pretending that this is F sharp, you know, you just have your regular pentatonic. So if you can imagine, you know, kind of like you would playing an E, but right? So anyways, I don't want to confuse anybody. So just slide from 2 to 4 on the G string. This is what it'll sound like. It'll go. Wait. That's kind of the way I play it. I don't know if it's exactly the way he plays it, but it'll kind of get you through it. So slide from, I'm just picking the G string with my thumb, and I'm using my index finger on the B string. So we're going to slide from 2 to 4 on the G string, and then 3rd fret in relation to the capo, right? 3rd fret on the B string. Back to the G string, right? And then hammer on from 3 to 5 on the B string. Right? So we got from 2 to 4 on the G, hammer on to 3 to 5 on the B, back to that G on the 4th, back to the 2 on the G, right? And then come up here, and I pinky or whatever on the, what would that be? The 5th fret of the D string. So. And then we're ending on the root, right? That's F sharp. It's the same as the, right? You could even play that. You could make it sound even fatter, so it'd be. I just bend up from the 12th fret on the B string to the 14th. Right? So I think you can probably see what I'm playing or hear it. It's just kind of like a typical blues call and answer type thing, right? So you got. I'll do it slow one more time. And that's pretty much the whole song. So you get those parts together, you guys. Okay, great little fun song, and it's a great song again to start working on your fingers and on there. So, quick. Hope you enjoy it.